Story of the movies, Horror Month 2, Episode 18. Today I will cover Tremors 3, Back to Perfection, which came out 5 years later after the release of the second film, Aftershocks. Adventurer Burt Gummer returns to his hometown of Perfection, Nevada, after a hunt for shriekers in El Chaco, Argentina. Since the original graboid attacks, the town's preventative equipment for tracking graboid activities has fallen into despair due to the neglect of native residents Miguel, Nancy Sterngood, and her daughter Mindy. Walter Chang's market has been taken over by his niece Jody, and the town has gained a new resident, Jack, who creates mock attack tours for visiting tourists. One afternoon, during one of Jack's tours, his assistant Buford is eaten by an actual graboid. Jack, Mindy, and Jack's customers manage to escape to warn the town, and Bert determines there are 3 graboids in the area. The residents begin to take action to kill the graboids, but they are stopped by government agents Charlie Ruskett and Frank Slater, and a paleologist, Dr. Andrews Merlis, who claims the graboids are an endangered species, preventing the humans from hunting them. Jack manages to reach an agreement with the agents that if they capture one live graboid, Bert and the residents will be allowed to kill the remaining 2. Bert grudgingly agrees, and he and Jack set out to trap a graboid, while the agents go after another of their own accord. Melvin Plug, a fellow survivor from the original attacks, approaches Bert in the hopes of buying his land and developing it into a town. After he refuses, a graboid attacks and swallows Bert whole. Jack lures the graboid to Bert's home, having it fatally collide with the underground concrete barrier surrounding the building. He then uses a chainsaw to free Bert from its belly. Bert, Jack, Jody, and Miguel later find a badly wounded Merlis. He explains that he and the government agents were ambushed by shriekers from the graboid they were chasing. Before dying while tracking the shriekers, in an albino graboid, later named El Blanco, meaning the white one in Spanish, traps them on rocks for the night. After drawing El Blanco away, they find that the shriekers have molted their skin, becoming winged creatures capable of a jet-propelled fight. Miguel is killed by the creature, which then crashes on a metal fence, killing itself. Bert realizes that the chemicals in their stomachs react explosively, enabling their fight. Finding them able to carry graboid eggs, they surmise that they evolved to spread them through flight. Jody dubs the new species ass blasters. Meanwhile, Nancy and Mindy are attacked by an ass blaster in town and hide in a freezer while distracting it with food. Using a mattress as cover from the ass blaster's infrared vision, the group gets to Bert's house but are forced to flee when an ass blaster attempts to break in. To keep it from multiplying like its predecessors, Bert rigs his house and his stash of MREs to explode, killing it. However, it is only after that they learn from Mindy that ass blasters do not multiply but fall asleep after eating, as has happened to the one that attacked her and Nancy. The group flee to a junkyard where they build a potato gun from everyday objects to ignite the combustible materials in the ass blasters' stomachs. After they kill 4, Bert is attacked by El Blanco, pinned down, realizing that Bert's ultrasonic watch is repeatedly drawing El Blanco to them. Jack takes it and sticks it to the final ass blaster. El Blanco devours it, saving Bert and Jody's lives in the process. In the aftermath, Nancy manages to sell the captive ass blaster while Jack pursues a romantic relationship with Jody, depressing Mindy, who had a crush on him. Meanwhile, Melvin tries again to approach Bert about selling his land, but Bert informs him that since El Blanco is an endangered species and illegal to hunt, and formed a mutual unspoken friendship with Bert, the residents have decided to take precautions in order to live safely alongside it, thus turning perfection into a federally protected graboid reserve and barring Melvin from developing a town. Bert then leaves Melvin standing on a rock with El Blanco circling below. Next time on Story of the Movies Horror Month 2, it is Tremors 5, but it is also episode 19. Why, you may ask, Tremors 4 serves as a prequel film and would come out 3 years later after the third film, but Tremors 5 would come out 2015, 11 years after the release of Tremors 4. Until next time, listeners, stay safe and peace. This is Roan, signing off.